This is one of the things that we all have to manage. We have to manage our passwords. For some of us, it's easier than for others. For our seniors, it can be very problematic. I've seen lots of solutions that senior citizens have for passwords. I've seen a tablet where they have all their passwords listed on a tablet. I've seen a Word document, they have it where they print it out, they update it, they print out another one. I've seen spreadsheets. I've seen sticky notes all over monitors and all over a desktop. It can be very chaotic for seniors to manage their passwords. Password management tools like LastPass and BitWallet, etc., those are often difficult for seniors to set up. One idea that I have that may be helpful for your friends, your family members who you help with their passwords is for you to set up LastPass on their computer for them and for you to help them manage it. And then all they need to do is go to the site they want to go to, and their login and password information will automatically pull up. It can be very easy for them to use LastPass, again, once you set it up for them. Now, in this video, what I want to show you is the very basic steps of setting up LastPass and adding a few entries into LastPass, and then show you what happens when your family member, a senior citizen, goes into that website and what will happen to make it easier for them to remember their passwords. So let's start at the very beginning. By the way, I'm in my Gmail account and I'm in Google Chrome on my Mac, but it makes no difference what browser, what computer, actually what device you're using. So I'm going to go to LastPass.com. Now they can get a free LastPass. They do not need to pay for LastPass. Let's get LastPass free right here. And I'm going to get it for personal use. And I'm going to create an account. Burris Consulting at gmail.com. Now, the next thing is your master password. LastPass wants you to have at least 12 characters, at least one number, at least one uppercase, one lowercase, one special character. Now, when you click in this field, it's going to give you a password, and that's a pretty unique, strong password. I could use this strong password, or I could choose my own. Now, sometimes I recommend storytelling passwords is the best password to use. So I'm going to use a storytelling password. I'm going to say choose my own, and I'm going to put a storytelling password. Now, I just wrote a storytelling password, and it meets all of the requirements of LastPass. Now, I've got to confirm it down here. And it needs and wants an optional reminder that I could put in there if I want to. And I can sign up. It's free. Nice. My account is created. And by the way, Google Chrome wants to save that password, but when I get done setting up LastPass, I'm not going to use Google Chrome, so I'm going to say never. Now, get the browser extension. Let's do it. I got to download the browser extension, add it to Chrome, add the extension. That's going to show up right here. Right there it is. LastPass has been added to Chrome. And now I believe, is that LastPass running? It is. This is great. I'm pretty much done. I have set up a LastPass account. I have downloaded the extension, and I have pinned, I actually clicked on pin the extension to my Chrome browser. Now I'm done. I can close down the extensions for Chrome Web Store. I can close down that. I don't need it anymore. Now let's go to the next step. The next step is adding the passwords that are important to your loved one, family member, or senior citizen, adding those to LastPass. Now, you could just very easily click on this right here and go to the vault. You could go to the vault and you can start adding entries in here manually. Just go to the vault, go to all items, and add your first password. Let's do that, and you can put in the URL, the name of it, the username, and the site password, and any information you want. You could do that manually, but there's another way you could do it as well. I don't need to do it from there if I don't want to. Let's say I want to log into LinkedIn. So let's sign in with email. Now I know the email address, lee@burrisconsulting.com. And I know the password because it's written down in their system. So I get the password. And then I can sign in. Now look what it did. Now for some reason or other, I don't know why, it did not capture the username. It almost always does that. But I can type that in and hit add password. Now, what happens? Why is that important? Let's say I log out. Let's log out. When I go to sign in, okay, it'll automatically know the email address and the password, and I can sign in. And now it's that easy for the user. Let's do one more. Let's go to Quora. So if I go to Quora, again, the first time in, I either have to manually log in here or I go to the LastPass Vault and manually enter it, but I'm going to do it right here. I'm going to type in my password. And I'm going to hit login. Look what comes up. LastPass says, do you want to add this to your vault? Add password. And again, anytime the user goes to log in to this website, I can close this down. I can open Quora up in a new tab. It's going to remember that I've set up Quora in LastPass with this email address and this password, and I can hit login. And I'm in Quora. Pretty easy for the senior citizen to use. The key is for you to help them set it up. Before I leave, there's a couple things that are really important in the context of privacy and security if you're going to help a senior use a tool like LastPass. Number one, a really good master password, document it somewhere, put it somewhere secure. Somewhere secure is not on a sticky note on the monitor. Be really deliberate about managing that password. And in the same context of the security of the master password, the security of the device. Do not let anyone else use this computer. This computer has access to everything that senior wants to have access to. So you don't let anyone else on this computer. You may actually want to use some biometric security, whether it's a thumbprint or a Face ID, or again, maybe another password for the computer overall, so that no one else can get to it and get to LastPass. Very important to protect the user so that no one else gets access to this information. Now, you can put LastPass on an iPad, an iPhone, an Android. You can put it on lots of devices. But again, if you're going to do that to make it easier for the senior to access what they want to access from those devices, again, no one else should use that device and no one else should have access to the master password. But once you set it up, once you enable it, once you add the passwords to the system, it becomes way easier for a senior to access what is important to them because you're using a tool to help them make it easier. Hey, I'm Teddy. My goal is to help you overcome the risks and fears of using technology, and I hope this is helpful for you.